and I'm tired. I am tired. And yeah, so I guess there's really no rhyme or reason today. I was going to go into the biblical text, but something telling me, I need to focus real quick. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something in there that's gonna tell me something. Maybe I'm just, what I'm saying, maybe sometimes I feel like, am I being intimidated by the truth? Because the Bible don't do nothing but speak all the way into my soul. I don't know about nobody else, but like I said, it just does. And people can say what they want to say, but you know, it's not like I read the biblical text like you would in church, like as some kind of storyline. It must have something to do with the bloodline. Like I said, it's just, I don't know. It's like the words are flowing through my veins. But the way that I do the way that I work with the Bible on this channel, so people say, oh, that's the white man's book, or that's this and that, or whatever somebody might say. For me, I don't think it is. I think it is the emerald tablets and the ancient texts and Mesopotamia. I think it's everything all wrapped up in one. And I feel like it has to be in you. Whatever it is has to be in you in order to be able to read between those lines and unravel it. It has to be. And that's why I keep thinking, because when I pulled these cards yesterday, the energy of the weaver came in, but it came in reverse. Because it made me feel like my ancestors might have been Gnostics and weavers and those of white light. Because oh, that's where we were supposed to go today. Oh, that's where we were supposed to go. Okay, that's where we're supposed to go. Okay, again. Okay, yo, welcome back. Okay, I ain't gonna get all up in the camera because I'm looking. Look, I pulled the angel of time, and she's saying I'm working too hard, and it's 40. Okay, so like I said, it's something here. Okay, it's something to this energy. She looked mad too-ish, but she looked like she gonna keep on going. But the fist looked like her fist damn near balled up and everything. Okay, so it's just let me know just the way my eyes feel today. Okay, it feel like this is something like pulling. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead. Like I said, that's why I didn't want to really look at any words or anything. I just want to kind of go off of what we're talking about, but maybe for a second though, because I want to go ahead and go into the term white, because I noticed that people are trying to bring white supremacy back into play, and I see some people are being afraid. I see my ancestors is pushing me to be, everybody, it seems like society is, or like my soul siblings are making me doubt the crown or go in another direction. Okay. But it's kind of like, it's like when I first started doing what I'm doing, whatever source called me to do with this information, it was just a very pleasant thing. I would come down and sit down and read a couple of scriptures to you guys, blah, blah, blah. Then it moved into bringing the cards into play. Then it moved into bringing other books that were bringing shit in real life and in real time and living God energy. Right. Then, what I'm saying? It just keeps, so I don't know, something made me think about the crown and how somebody want me to forget about it or put it down. And I feel like the ancestors like, hell no, because it made me think about, one of the feminine energies, okay? One of the succubus doppelganger energy. All right. See, people are getting very crafty with listening and just waiting for, Jesus or the Christ to say something wrong so that they can, tax them or sue them or take from them. This is funny because it's almost like you wake up in the kingdom, right? And for some reasons, you don't even, you have amnesia. You didn't even know you're the king. Everybody in the kingdom is able to go into your bank account and get money out, but you. They want to leave you as a beggar, because beggar was almost popped out in this deck or whatever. Okay. So they want to leave you as a beggar. So you had to come to the people that are the servants for whatever you need. And if you never really know that you need to do that, because you don't know that you're the king, or you don't even know it's yours, or you deserve anything, or anybody owe you anything or anything. And so, you're just sitting there. And then again, actually these people are, benefiting off of you somehow, regardless of if it's your gifts or something like this, and they just feel like at that time they could treat you like trash. And I said, this let me know that I can't leave this kingdom. I can't leave the world. I can't leave this country. I can't leave, even if somebody is listening, even if it's one person that might make a change in the future listening, I can't leave the world to these people. I said, these people so damn, it's a whole bunch of energy about childishness. And I know they're saying you have to be like a child when you go back. I mean, when you go into heaven. But is it this kind? Because later on in the biblical text, somebody is complaining that children are gonna, like, it's gonna be a curse that people, children, people, grown-ups that act like children or whatever are gonna be running things. right? So something is, you know what I'm saying? Something is wrong here. Like, it's almost like just because of money, like people achieved a certain level of money, not even success, like, because a lot of people stealing and taking shit from people. So that put them to the top. They didn't do no work. When they say you had, that means you got to sit down in a naughty seat, damn near. You know, I don't even know what this card is for, but it made me think, stop. I'm like, damn, should I do this video or not? But we're going to keep on going. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't say stop in here or whatever. It's just the shape or whatever. But I think some of that shit need to stop. Maybe it's just like, I need to write what bothers me the most up in here that need to fucking stop. Okay? And so, like I said, I feel like that's what's going on here. There's some people that are in positions because they place themselves there. You know, and that's just it. And they claiming that other people have done this when they've seen the works of other individuals, right? So I feel like somebody like, you know, it's the energy of like the Empress, okay? The Empress may look like a just lazy person in a deck, but she really got most of the responsibilities on her fucking plate. You know what I'm saying? As long as she gets the message or she communes with source, she might not even have to speak to the people every day. But she speak to God every day, all damn day long. So it's just like, you know, people try to be funny and shit and cute about that. And again, like I said, it don't bother me no more. The reason why I bring it up to show you is to show you how people, so you'll know the people that's manipulating people, and you'll know the people that I'm talking about. If you watch tarot readings, you will know who's saying what, and you'll know kind of like what part they play. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't come to play. I mean, there may be, you know, somebody was talking about something about professional weapons or something like this. And it's just, you know, I don't know. I mean, should we be worried about the professional weapon if they're calling people weapons? Or should we be worried about the motherfuckers that's in the background doing corrupt shit? Are we going to jail the people that is aiming or pointing out people that want to harm, rape, pillage, kill, or whatever other individuals and take them to jail? Should we be trying to take the people that are pointing people out to jail or prosecute them or persecute them? Or should we be persecuting those who have been oppressed and a little piece of their voice is getting out to alert people that this is happening to me? This is a prophecy. This is going to happen to all of you, or this could happen to many people if something is not done about it immediately. You see what I'm saying? So where does that make sense? And it's so scary because, you know, then you see like the majority or of people going along with it and laughing it up. And I just be, it used to make me mad, but I just be looking like, what the fuck? All right. And so today that song, I Know a Place. And I'm thinking like, where? I want to go there, but I just got to finish some shit up here first. You know what I'm saying? It is something wild. It is something to begin to look at. It's definitely, we're in a time where they call evil good and good evil. It's in the time where people are not professing, but they are I don't know. It's something where I've noticed that a lot of people are telling on themselves just by showing up. You know, that's about mind games. Somebody want to make it seem like some of us use admiring the brain and the mind to manipulate. I don't manipulate shit in my life or nobody else's. I don't want to. I got enough trying to be normal. You know what I'm saying? And not have to think about these other things, right? So people will try to make it seem like you're manipulating, but these are manipulators. They know how to project that type of energy, like somebody's manipulating people to do this. It's always something basic like this. She manipulating you. She's a hoe or something like this. Something simple like that. Like, and when I see people trying to, like you don't hear from somebody in a long time, or you never even really notice this person around. And then all of a sudden they show up and be like they're giving you some harsh criticism, but it's kind of like a smack in the face. But it's kind of like your ass got something to do with this. But the criticism that they're giving you would be good criticism if it wasn't coming from somebody that could be involved in what the fuck happened to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So is somebody trying to separate themselves by saying they believe in you from being in a part of a crowd of people that did something to you? Because I can see. You see what I'm saying? So I can see that, and if you wasn't, you know something greatly the fuck about it. So why not fucking just Tell what if you gave a fuck why enough to come on here and give this subliminal. Why? Where the fuck have you been for the past 2 years or whatever to come and just tell me what the fuck it is? It goes for any of these masculines, anybody. So like I said, the day I find out some shit, it's a motherfucking rap. There is someone out here that I don't give a fuck if they were skimming or they saw or they did it. There's somebody out here that is somewhat fucking loyal. And we just gonna keep it at that. And if they not, at one point in time they was, and whatever they're doing is out of their control. There is somebody, I think that people want some of us to feel like there's nobody love. Even if you don't have nobody personally or in your family or at your workplace or whatever the fuck, you have somebody that has been appointed. If you're pure, okay? And this is why we're going to talk about this white term. And that's the only words that we're going to look at today. Somebody is here. But you have to be careful because people are trying to harm and harbor that person just the same way that they are with you. They're throwing missiles and things at that person just like you. They're keeping you away from that person just like you. They're replicating you, this person, just like you. So that you can, go in the wrong direction. So when we're talking about white supremacy, what is white supremacy? Because it seemed like to me that, people want to get rid of the Bible. People want to get rid of God. You see what I'm saying? We're definitely dealing with some we're definitely dealing with something else here. Okay, so people don't want to deal with God. So again, you would have to say whoever, because there's representatives of, again, God, Jesus Christ, the Bible, Satan, Lucifer, Muhammad, what is it? Allah. There's representatives of everyone here, okay? It may be all in one person or all within two people, okay? Or two certain family lines or two. It's something about a connection here, okay? When we're talking about this energy of this white, it's talking about bright or radiant, clear, fair. Now this fair, you could say fair skin, but it can also be somebody who is fair and just. I keep hearing the Great White Hope. I think that's a movie about a boxer or a fighter. Well, damn, if I think about it, this kind of look like an African boxer robe that I got on today. Okay, because I just been chilling, y'all. I don't know, I be want to put this robe on when I be chilling around the house, okay? So, again, we're talking about white, to shine. So, again, this white woman possibly on the star card here that's naked, right? Because I'm trying to feel like all the ways that people have been trying to project to me or that they have actually been doing to me to try to expose me or slander or, crucify or whatever they're trying to do, okay? So again, there's somebody that's to shine. And so if we look at the Hermit card, that's my God and the devil, okay? Because God watch you close and the devil do too. Or Satan, whatever, okay? So, like I said, being that star trapped in that emblem for my family, being that star trapped when it comes to people, and then it's also like, I feel like a masculine saying, like if you were a star, but it's kind of like backwards because, I'm trying to see. So I feel like the Sagittarius energy, okay, of this masculine is trying all this time has been guiding me to these things, but and be very consistent, but damn. But if I think about it all right now, it was keeping me stuck. That aspect of this individual, okay, was keeping me stuck. It's almost like a Cupid energy, like arrows of love. All along, is that Eros, one of those goddesses or whatever that remind me of Georgia? Because somebody threatens me with Georgia on their mind all the time. And I'm like, well, motherfucker, go. You know what I'm saying? Or Midnight Train to Georgia. I'm like, go. Like, what the fuck? But, I don't know. I don't know how long this person, because this is the person that got the most blood in their hands when it come to me. Or trying to replace me or be me. And it just so happens that her card just came in reverse here. because I think glamour spells. Okay, we're gonna get into the cards. I'm kind of excited to get into the cards, but this is drawing me here because I was going to sleep thinking, why are they trying to make so much emphasis on white supremacy right now with all this other bullshit going on, and how we could fix things or do these things? They talking about white supremacy. Well, I figured out who the real white people is. It's my people. It's people with a pure heart, people that may have done things in their life that they could be judged for, or because everybody has skeletons in their closet, but ultimately you're a pure person. Ultimately, you don't do anything to drag nobody or point nothing out until you know you have to help somebody or to save somebody or to save your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? You take abuse, you take on things, you go through, trials and tribulations just like everybody else. But there's something about not letting people turn, because some people can sound joyful and everything. They can sound like this because, it's funny how Source pointed out this performer energy today, right? This Leo energy, okay? Then took me to this white energy, and then taking me to this Marie masquerade or whatever, okay? Somebody wearing a mask, somebody else's identity here. Because something was said, it's heaviness on the emphasis on people, all the corrupt shit. It's like somebody gonna have to come in and just clean everybody's, like lock up everybody that's really doing some shit and clean everybody's record. Because it's almost like people are doing so much identity theft that it's gonna leave people that are very innocent with an extensive record. With this smash and grab shit, when they were letting people just get in and get out of jail, they were letting people use certain people's identity to do this. Now, I'm not saying this particularly mine. I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't never been a drug addict. I have never been arrested for breaking a law. Okay? Somebody thought I had a smart mouth because I challenged an officer and asked him why did he need my driver's license when I was sitting in the back car driving around with my friends. And I'm the only one that ended up getting taken to jail. And they wanted my mug shot and my fingerprint. And I said, no, I ain't never been in no system and I want to leave this motherfucker now. And then a couple hours later, I ended up walking up out of the jail. Okay, now they made me sign a waiver. I was like 19 or 18. They made me sign a waiver or whatever, probably like so I couldn't come back and sue them. I wish I would have never done that. But at the end of the day, they didn't get those things. They put me in a cell for like an hour or whatever, and then they let me go. Okay, other than that, that's the only, or a couple tickets or something. That's the only thing that anybody have on me when it comes to law, or to breaking any kind of laws or anything like that. I don't have no fucking friends. I don't hang out with nobody. I get so annoyed because I feel like Source is telling me that people are saying that they're your friends and they're not your friends because you don't know how many people actually have been exposed to you. And I'm thinking, well, Source, I only got like one view on my videos every day. You know what I'm saying? So how in the hell am I, and that's why it's important for people to know if something was going on with their information, because then you would have to double up on your security or your spirituality or something to be able to protect yourself. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I guess I was just sent on this journey to expose these things, to show people how this shit can be dangerous, and people playing around like buffoons and children in the fucking White House or in positions of authority right now, or because they mad because somebody don't want to let them in their energy or let them do whatever the fuck else they want to do to somebody or whatever this would be, right? It's dangerous. Like the security has been breached, okay? And if it's not for all people, it's for one very important person. And people are just, and that's what I said. Everybody cry about Jesus and God and all this stuff. But I said, if Yeshua or the Christ energy came back today, your motherfuckers will kill them again. So why you professing with your mouth whatever they do, and they sitting there? I know if they're doing it to me, they have to be doing it to this masculine. The zombie apocalypse, I'm sorry, has already fucking happened. People's brains is definitely missing. My eye may have been a little bit more closed than I thought. My mindset might have been a little bit, I might have been because there's a lot of wake up energy. So I might be motherfucking the last unicorn, the last zombie, the last something or whatever. So I can see at a certain level, but again, there might be something. I feel like there's a case study or something that has been done or something here, okay? Or it's just a prophetic thing, something that happens within this realm, every 100 years or whatever it will be. But the reason why they want to get rid of white supremacy is because that means bloodlines like mine that were and are still the American gods that are in contact with me on this soil here. You see what I'm saying? So again, people better check what they think they're talking about, because it may be something that's more powerful than what, and you may have to go through some trials, tribulations, and challenges, because it teaches something at the same damn time. But again, I feel like these people have been doing this for so long, I still am here. So there's something different here. To make me feel different than everybody else, I feel like they have 5G energy or something else, you know, that everybody else is tapped in, and they think it's one mind, but it might just be you been clustered together with some fucking antenna on the top of your fucking head. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I'm looking at everybody like, who the hell is going to get up in the office and do the job? And people are sitting here looking at me, you know what I'm saying, being a conductor of this energy or being in commune with source. And I feel like a lot of these, like I said, most of the time feminines, is possibly even some masculines that look in and say, get up and do something, get off your ass. I'm not built for, you see what I'm saying? It's not like I want to call nobody else no servants and everything like this. But I'm saying, what do you think when people are, again, ruling nations, they have a team or a court or something. They're not sitting there doing everything by themselves, right? And the thing is, people still haven't been able to win. You see what I'm saying? They still haven't been able to win, or what they call win. It's just like, I just don't know what this is. I don't know. I had to talk to God last night. I said, hold on. What is this? What is this? And why is they keep on me? And why did Georgia say that they want to kill all white people? And so-called white people wasn't in a frenzy, or the media wasn't in a frenzy, or MSNBC, which she was aired on, did not pull her channel down. But they want to talk about my channel. Why is it that they didn't do that? Because when she talking about white people, she really talking about American Aborigines. So these are the plants, like I said, that have been planted into our communities and planted into social events and things like this in society. And all in all, they want to kill people like me off. That they couldn't corrupt, or they couldn't tarnish, or they try to, record you secretly and make you look some kind of way, and you didn't look that way. And, like, this is the thing. This is the agenda, to try to take somebody's fucking crown, right? This is colonization that's its best, with the earth meets with the earth, all right? Those are invaders, dark-skinned invaders, just like you dark-skinned, okay? Or just, again, invaders that would kind of look like you, resemble you, all right? It will come in and plant themselves as if they have one like mind, and the whole time you might be all looking up like zombies and following the leader or the puppets on the fingertips of the devil. But this person actually got their eyes open. Everybody supposed to have their eyes closed, but this person got their eyes open, looking at everybody and seeing what the fuck they can snatch from out their pockets or off the table while they're not looking. You see what I'm saying? Again, who had the fucking hand in the cookie jar, right? And then these are also people that have not grown. They don't know how to take responsibility for their own self and things like this. And these are people that have great power. They may be gods of another sort. They may be foreign gods. They may be alien gods. They may be these or whatever type of gods. They may even be the same fucking type of gods you are. But I'm just saying, the way that they operate, the healing that they haven't done. Some of these people are people that have been able to hang on to memories from past lifetimes, or when resets have happened. And I think these resets are happening more often now. Instead of like 100 years or these many years or what, it's happening maybe like every 10 years or something like this, okay? So these people might be able to remember something, okay? And so they're so-called coming back and being in positions of power where they can make things happen in this realm and make people think that they're their God or they're so powerful because they either call it karma, okay? Or they say, look what we did to that person. Don't that show how bad we are? But really it don't, because it's like, I'm just sitting here numb to what you're doing, and I'm just sitting here fucking laughing like God would be doing. So like, what did you really proving that you're doing? It's almost like that. It's like, okay, I'm tired, okay? I done shown well fucking enough that I've been sitting here for a long time by myself, and when I'm capable of actually spotting out, okay, I see what you're doing a little bit now, I see, and it's like, goddamn, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? This is all over the place, but it's not going to be. I'm going to get into the cards in a second. When we're talking about this white energy, it behooved me to realize that this person is talking about people like me. People that don't want to really stoop to your level unless you really take me there. People that's really just really kind unless you take them there. And then you're going to get some type of fucking fire. a rage that can wage fucking war. You see what I'm saying? And most of the time it's because the ancestors that these people claim to be with are not even rocking with them. They rocking with me. Most of this is about money or something like this. Somebody offers somebody something or a promise or something like this, and they want to make sure that the broken promise goes to me, that I never get anything and I'm always in despair, and she thought she was moving up, or she wanted to be high and she's going to be the lowest, or people can try to put it however they want to put it. But again, it's just basically a tyrannic way and other maybe even a fascist way, okay, of trying to lump everybody kind of together in one. And I feel like that's what somebody told me or reminded me to talk about the damn whatever we wrote down the other day, okay. But like I said, when I'll hopefully get to it, okay. I kind of talked, but I said, wait a minute, I kind of talked about it in the video enough for somebody to take that and go with it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, y'all don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not a professional here. I'm not claiming to be professional. I don't have a job with nobody. Nobody's sending me a check. You know, I am just doing something that I've just been doing that I enjoy doing for a very long time. It's just what I enjoy doing. Most people get a little bit of growth and they can start doing things on their platforms where they can bring in income. But again, unfortunately for somebody like me, somebody actually has something against whatever I'm doing, possibly because they're fucking with my algorithm. And so again, I should be like, hey, just forget it. This ain't going nowhere, and give up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do that because it's just a service that I do. Okay. I feel like it's just that. Somebody is pushing. They're using something to try to push me to quit doing what I'm doing here. But I'm here. Ain't no stopping us now. So, okay. So some people have this as a surname, possibly. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what is wrong with my mind today. It says morally pure, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people pissed off at me today. So there's probably a bunch of different type of energy coming in. Okay. So it says morally pure, honorable. Okay. We have gracious, friendly, favorable. And then it says the racial sense of those races, chiefly European or, now, sense, okay, of those races, chiefly European or of European extraction. Now, what does that mean? Because Europeans could have taken in some people as slaves, like our people as so-called slaves or whatever, okay, or prisoners of war at some point in time. And once they got out of that energy, right, because before they went into prisoners of war, they were kings and queens and emperors and empresses and, you know, whoever else, okay. But once they got discharged from their prisoner of war energy, okay, then I guess we could be considered that these people could be white, okay, or a lighter complexion. Like I noticed that with the last name, with one of the certain names or last names in the family, that they kept the lighter skinned people of that family in more like the Carolinas, right? And then they sent the darker skinned portions of the family down into Texas, and Florida, possibly, well, I'll just stick with those two heavily, okay? I want to say Alabama, yeah, because there's a city by the name of the thing in Alabama. So places like that, okay? But yeah, it says characterized by light complexion. It's recorded from the 1600s, all right? But let's see, white supremacy and Negro subordination. Oh, that would be something to get into. But we have white flight is from 1966. Now, again, this make me, like I said, that make me think about white hope, or just, you know what I'm saying? Someone being of that white light, possibly, okay? This could be a different way of seeing or elevated way of being able to view things, okay? Which, again, leaders and rulers would have this naturally embedded in their DNA. It will just be written. You don't have to go to college, you know what I'm saying? Because you have people that went to college for doing the shit that you see what I'm saying? Most of these presidents you don't hear them say nothing but a couple thousand words the whole time they've been president. Do you see what I'm saying? Really, it's the whole, and maybe that's a problem. So that's what I'm saying. It's things that need to be addressed. Maybe that's a problem. Because we don't see what 90% of the time what they're doing with their time. But they want to turn the camera lens on you. But they have a whole array of people that helped him do this, okay? On a day-to-day basis, this job that they have. All right. But somebody is pointing and looking and sucking and, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the energy out of Americans and not giving them their credit where credit is due for being the source energy for this whole damn thing. And I feel like that's a problem. So again, they wave the white flag, I think, when somebody calls a truce, right? It's a brightly illuminated sheet in a big city. All right. The White House, okay. The president's residence from 1811. We got White Russian. I think that's a drink. Yeah, okay. But what is this? It says language of Belarus or Belarus. Russia. And then we have a white witch, one who used their power for good from 1620. That's when the first so-called white women were brought into the colonies, okay, to the British colonies amongst the East Coast here. But that could also be them finding the pure ones throughout the land and bringing them to be the mothers in the wombs that would birth nations because of their particular gifts and what they offered to these particular people that were coming in. Whether they were coming in as colonizers that were wicked or not. These are the bloodlines that they chose to deal with. It got lost in the sauce over time, and something happened where something has been activated where God is awakened and shown people things that he wants them to be able to do, and everything in society and people are doing are trying to stop it. And then God is also doing certain things, I feel, to, not judge us, but to also prepare. Okay? And again, it may seem like it's not going that way because I do think that, I don't know why I'm hearing unplugged and outnumbered. The thing that has me concerned is because I don't look at God as a man in the sky that's waiting to do these things. No, I feel like just like I'm someone or something in the flesh here, that the Father energy that was hovering or with me, something has happened to the connection, or something has happened. It keeps on, something keeps getting to me about this hole in the sun. Like there was I don't know, is it a fillet? Let me stop lying about what it would be, okay? Whoever it is that studies things like the sun and stuff like that, okay? And they were talking about a hole in the sun. But it made me think about a hole in somebody's heart too. And I don't know. It's like past, present, or future. But, I remember at one point in my life, I was afraid for like a year or something, okay? Like 10, 15 years ago. Maybe when I first started having children, I was afraid I was going to die for some reason, for a short amount of time. I just thought anything I was going to do, I was going to die. But the real accurate thing was I wouldn't be able to be there to protect my 4 daughters. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to protect them. I used to say, God, just let them be like 20-some years old, all of them, and well off before I had to go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it, if it got to happen, just let that be the case, okay? But I noticed that this year is something about the presence of this masculine. And for the past couple months, there been a sadness or something like somebody being taken, a part of you being taken. Um, where is this conversation going, y'all? Okay. Because I had to think about, I know what people trying to make me think or whatever about this masculine, but it's kind of just like, I don't know if, it, like it hasn't been me worrying about something happening to me, but something happening, I guess, to this person. Where's certain time that could have been spent or things that could have been said that would never be said, but it's like a big thing or whatever. And it's just like to think if a whole bunch of people is just sitting there knowing something like that happened to somebody, but not knowing like the secrets of the soul. And I think that's what it's talking about in that book, The Spring, about the soul. A new way of viewing soul mates or soul connections. And how I guess possibly women in the past have been like set up in this manner, like 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 really pure-hearted people that could have changed the world. But everybody wants to make it seem like in order to make changes, you have to be cold. And it made me think about that quote that I put up yesterday about like, what are you so afraid of? Because I think I just meant it to this masculine. Because I feel like if this is even this person still, that his outlook, like at one point in time, the whole world was looking at this situation or my situation or something like some kind of way, but that person didn't. So it's like, okay, I was thinking like, okay, God, you got me here doing whatever this is. I'm, I don't know all of it or whatever, but I'm, trying to do what I can. But it's like I was asking the world, like, what are you afraid? What are you, even during COVID, it's like, what are you so afraid of? Like, when we seen what they were doing and lying and manipulating in it, I don't know. It's just like, So it made me think about yesterday, just in that message, like, can't you see what people are doing or whatever? But anyways, the whole fear, like I said, of um not if this person or this connection wasn't going to happen because somebody loved somebody else and went off with them and did whatever or anything like that. But it's just like, those things that are, and if somebody would want to hurt somebody like that after some type of experience like this, knowing that so many of our ancestors have came and probably went through these particular things, and been, because of pure-hearted actions, or it makes me feel bad because people try to point you out one way when something higher than you comes in and erupts your life and points your heart, your mind, and your soul towards another human being that you're not even having contact with, and you don't know what's going on. It's just something that's happening to you, and you just know you're being called to do it. And it might be you already are with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And you just trying to figure out whatever the fuck this is. And it just feels like I said, it feels like somebody wants me to always have some kind of needing some kind of closure, or never being able to love again, or never being able to open up again, because of just keeping me on edge about what possibly could be going on with this connection, or what has really happened to this. Because I think whatever this is has branched over into something else, right? Where there's been real threat somewhere, okay? And really, I feel like there's this heavy presence of like money, like money. People are doing something for money, and just, it is so much greed that people will take everything from someone, not leave nothing. This could be your energy. It can be your ideas. It can be your heart. It can be your life. And there's actually good people here, but I think the heaviness is from all those ancestors saying, this was us. Okay? And you guys are the ones that we've been waiting for. So get the shit together. Or else it won't be no more living. Not even for now the 1%. It's like it was an opportunity for the 1% to cleanse themselves and be some type of pure, but actually not be soft. You have to do something to make sure that people don't get out of hand. Okay? But it's like cleaning, draining the swamp, or cleaning out, something else is happening here, or something else could have happened here, and people chose to take another direction. So again, we have this, and it's like, I feel like a lot of people know about whatever the fuck this is. They know the answers to the pieces of the puzzle, but nobody won't say nothing because they're trying to cover up something about money. And I'm more concerned about, somebody, or whatever this connection is, and it's just like, I don't know. And one thing I do know though is that people that are calling somebody lazy, that has a lot on their mind, or a lot of things to do, you just wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know what it is. And again, I feel like Source got me exactly where I'm supposed to be, and at this particular time. Because what society wants me to do is out there hustling so much that it gets in my mind and it make me sick, to the point where I'll be greedy and thinking to do whatever I want to do to whoever I want to do to get whatever the fuck it is I need whenever the fuck I want. Right? You're not a man, or you're not a woman, or you're not this, or you're not that without doing that. You can have everything else, but if you don't do that, that's what, and I just feel like, I think that's why people might misjudge. But that's exactly what these people want you to do. They want you to work on something other than yourself your whole entire life, from pre-K, from the mother's womb all the way into graduating high school. From there you go on to college, then you go on to this, and then you working until you fucking until you retire. By the time you retire, your bones and shit hurt. You can't do this. You're probably on a limited budget. You can't travel. You can't, depending on who you are. If you have a lot of money, you can. But then again, sometimes, you done already worked all your life so hard and, pushed everybody to the side, your children and everything like this, to the point where, that's something, is missing with that type of relationship here, because they're off doing the same thing you were doing and just only worried about money, 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 money. I feel like it's people don't have enough time to work on themselves. Call me old school, but I think that it still should have been a choice at some point in time for mothers to stay home with their children and still be respected, or even just stay home and be a wife to her husband and be respected. But there's something off about the family dynamic in communication, in emotions and affection. True affection, not for this or for that, or for some gain, or for some this, for some exposure, or for that, but just because you actually really want to make the world a better place. A lot of people can say that with their mouth. They say they care about the earth. They talk about, all these things that they want to do to, save the earth. But is it really true? So again, it's just like, it scares me when it's talking about these people being free from blemishes or impure, unsoiled, okay? Belonging to a radical group, having light skin. It's marked by a presence of snow. Let's see, restricted. Okay, let's see, glowing, white with heat, benevolent. Okay. Okay, so there's also white, the noun here, the quality of state of the achromatic color of greatness, lightness, bearing the least resemblance to black. Let's see. Okay, Caucasian. We already know all these. So let's go ahead and go into these cards, okay? Let's go ahead and go into the cards. I apologize, y'all. I don't know. I got so emotional. I just got hot. And I feel like something about the ancestors, because shit, I mean, we have the Two of Cups here, okay? In reverse. And we have this Four of Swords here, okay? With this masculine that maybe being thinking, contemplating, laid to rest, resting, something like this, possibly. I don't know, not themselves. Maybe they're out of it, something like this, okay? Right? And then we got this King of Pentacles. He's sitting here, looking like real, I don't know. He looking kind of smug or whatever, okay, with his little dog sitting right here. He looked happy, but he looked kind of smug, right, okay? And we have a King of Pentacles in reverse here, okay? And then we have this Apollyon, Abaddon, whatever, okay? So this Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Magician is in reverse. And then the Star is in reverse here, and then the Lovers is in the upright, okay? But we got the Three of Swords here, and then the Ace of Swords here. And I don't know, this is making me think something about, like I said, this masculine energy here, possibly, okay? It's like there's two connections here, all right? And this is showing me there's going to be two different outcomes or a choice of something here. Again, this message is general. Somebody, see, that's why I said somebody fucking around in my energy today. Yeah. Okay, so the whole emotional part right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I feel like that's exactly what somebody wanted was the tears. All right, but I'm human, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm somebody that really feels real. Okay, so I'm not gonna never try to change that, because I know every time they get me up, every time I get emotional or something like this, I can notice a shift in my arch nemesis energy, right? As if, ha ha, we won. You're not allowed to cry, but it's just like it's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we have this flower here, okay? Number 17. And this the way that she holding her mouth right here, okay? And the way she holding her belly right here is making me think that somebody is about to say something, deliver something. Could be a message, or it could be what? I thought I put them on top of the DVD, on top of the DVD player. But yeah, in the way that she's, you know, it's kind of like she's sick to her stomach, or she said a message and it made her sick to her stomach, or it could be like, you know what I'm saying? It makes me think about somebody being pregnant, okay? Oh, no. Okay, I shouldn't have started this till you went home. Watch out, Doogie. Nope, come on, watch out. Nope. Oh, stop it. Budge. What? Is it broke? Oh my goodness. Okay. I didn't even get to the good part, y'all. I'll be back. We got a problem.